Greetings, Tumblr. Titans in my crosshairs here again. Just doing a little bit of a follow-up to my 500 followers video because I noticed when I did the shout-outs to various people that I went in detail with one and then sort of just kind of skimmed over the rest of them. So I thought I'd take the time to actually go in depth with everyone on the list and even include some people that I forgot to include. So with that in mind, let's get started here. And first person I want to talk about is without a doubt TC. TC on Tumblr is known as Red Fucking Hood, Super Clone Con, Darkened Tea Leaves, which is a male raven, and a whole bunch of other things that I can't quite remember right now. And he's one of the people that I've been RPing with the longest. We've actually been role playing since before I was ever on Tumblr. Because when I first started role playing, it was on a forum called Gotham High. It was an AU where basically, you take characters in the DC and the Marvel universe and you put them in high school. And so I met him on there. He role played as, let's see, he was Aquaman, he was Superman, he was Wolverine. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for his characters. But he's a really nice guy. He's always been there for me. I've helped him out through a lot, and I hooked him up with his girlfriend, so go me. Next up is another person that I've known for a very long time, and that's Bobby. Bobby is on Tumblr. He's known mostly as that weird green kid who is he's a Beast Boy role player. And I think he's also, in his history on Tumblr, he's been Dark Side. Actually, I think he's mainly just been Dark Side and Beast Boy. But once again, he's another one that I've known from the Gotham High days. Because on Gotham High he was Bobby Drake, he was Scott Summers, he was Matt Murdock. He was Roman Sionis. He rolled a lot of people. I think by the time the board rebooted, he played like 7 people because he's that good. So follow his Beast Boy, please. He's a very good Beast Boy. Next up is Corinne. Corinne was like the second person I followed, and like the first person that I added on Skype. Corinne, as we all know, plays as Raven, Dark Meditation. She's one of the best Ravens I've ever seen. I mean, I know it's kind of taboo to say that, but she's always got that special something that keeps me coming back. And I mean, I remember when I found out she lives like an hour away from me, and so every now and again she'll drop by and we'll hang out and we just have a great time. So I thank big massive thanks to her as well. Next up is somebody who told me that if I didn't include them, they would murder me in my sleep. And also, I feel like they do deserve a shout out, and that is Ray. Ray role plays, and most people know her as Your Move Beloved, which is a Talia al Ghul role player. She also role plays a crap load of other things too. She role plays as a Lillian Worth. She does Catwoman. She does Starling, Lady Deathstrike, Black Widow. Remember in the past she's done Felicia Hardy and Jean Grey and Rogue. She's just a great role player. She's a fantastic role player. She, I remember, I met her by accident. Like I saw her Jean talking to a Gambit, and I started talking to her and we started role playing. we've kind of known each other ever since. I feel like she followed me into the DC fandom, to be completely honest. But you know, she's cool. Next up on the list is Mike. Neither bird nor plane, aka the only pre-reboot Superman on Tumblr that follows the comic canon almost devotedly. Mike is I'm convinced he is Clark Kent. I swear to God, and no one can tell me otherwise. Just his passion for Superman is inspiring, and seeing how much he fanboys over Superman and how much he knows about Superman, that's inspiring, and it inspires me to keep going. And the fact that he's been doing this for he's been doing this, for less of a period of time than I have, and he's actually, way more Tumblr roleplay famous whatever than I am. I mean, yeah, I've got 500 followers. Ooh, he's got like 7 something. It's crazy how popular he is, and he deserves it because he's a fantastic Superman. Everyone should follow neither bird nor plane. That's all one word, by the way. Next up is Brady. Brady is the other Superman, Blue Boy Scout. She was actually the first Superman that I followed, and her Superman is fantastic. It's like a nice. You can tell there's a difference between her Clark and Mike's Clark. And I like the diversity there. I like the fact that you can put the two side by side and you can tell who is who. But at the same time, you can tell that they're both genuinely Superman. And her Superman's married to a Bruce Wayne, but that's a pairing that I feel like a lot of people saw coming. So, I like it. I like her role plays, and her and Omni do a fantastic job of just, they've got a repertoire. They've got this kick-ass repertoire. Pickles. Pickles is my little Canadian buddy. I remember I first met her on Tumblr when she roleplayed as a Teen Titans Go Starfire and a Teen Titans Go Robin. My favorite memory of her is like when I first started as Deathstroke, her favorite thing to do was to come into my Ask box as Starfire and ask me the most awkward, uncomfortable sexual questions ever. Because Slade is the older guy, so he knows things. And just, she saved it. There's like 4 pages worth of it, of her asking him weird, stupid, sexual, dirty shit. But, I mean, overall, her characters are awesome. Nowadays, she plays a gender-bent Dick Grayson. She plays a gender-bent Oliver Queen. She plays a gender-bent Tim Drake. I think that's it, really. Yeah, she's a great person. She's a great artist. She's like the most bubbly human being on the planet. And we will slowly corrupt her. That will be a thing. So next up is Alex. Alex, the other Canadian, Scarlet Speedster. He was, I think, he was the first Barry Allen that I followed. And his Barry is wonderful. I mean, just if you ever get the chance to hear Alex talk about the Flash, Alex is right up there with Mike and me in terms of how much we love our characters, because he is just like, ask him anything, he rattle off fact after fact after fact. Like, it is crazy how much he knows about the Flash and how much he loves the Flash. Like, and it's not just Barry. He knows about all of them. All of them. Barry, Wally, Jay, Bart, Max, Dawn, Jai, Thad, all of them. He loves them all. And it's awesome. And I can't wait to hang out with him at Comic-Con. Seriously, I look forward to this. Next up on the chopping block is Kenny. Kenny, you little adorable shit. Kenny roleplays as a crap ton of stuff. Most notably, he roleplays as a 9-year-old Dick Grayson, Jimmy Olsen, and Joseph Wilson, aka Jericho. He's my Jericho. And Kenny is... The thing I really like about Kenny is the fact that, like, for instance, when I asked him to be my Joseph, within 3 days, he knew everything there was to know about Joseph Wilson. It was insane. Like, he knows more about Joseph Wilson than I do. And I play Deathstroke. And it's craziness. And I don't know how the kid does it, but he does. And his characters are fantastic. I like interacting with his characters. He's a fun kid. And, you know, he makes you feel happy when he's around, because he's all tiny and adorable and shit. And, a couple of other people. I definitely want to give kind of shorter shout-outs to people like the Titans leader, Fastest Boy Alive, and, you know, definitely those two, because they were some of my first followers. You know, they were like, I think they were respectively the first Robin and the first Kid Flash that I ever followed, and they were like the first people to follow me back. So big ups to them, and I hope we can actually interact sometime. And you know, basically, once again, an overall thank you to everybody that I follow and to everybody that follows me. And I would do a video for each and every one of you, but the video would be like an hour long and I'd never be able to put it on Tumblr. So, just like I said, I want to thank you all. The people I talked about in this video, go follow them, interact with them. You'll be amazed. And just, you know, like I said, keep on tumbling, and I'll see you in my crosshairs.